Hi everyone! Today I will be making the chicken meatballs with coconut rice dish using the Thermomix TM6 machine. This is a great dish to make as it serves 4 people a good dinner, and also it will show off the skills of the simmering basket and also the varoma dish. So what you're looking for is this recipe called chicken meatballs with coconut rice, and if you search it up on your cookie dough it should pop right up. So for this recipe you will need 4 fresh kaffir lime leaves which are cut into thin slices, 4 cm piece of fresh ginger, 500 grams of chicken mince, 20 grams of panko breadcrumbs. You'll need 180 grams of oyster sauce, 300 grams of rice, 1,500 grams of water, 2 carrots which are cut into thin slices, 1 tablespoon of coconut oil, 2 spring onions or shallots, 120 grams of coconut milk, 2 sprigs fresh coriander for your garnish, and then you will need 1 lime and 2 bok choy which are cut into quarters. So for our first step we'll need our 4 kaffir lime leaves which are cut into thin slices, and we just put it into the machine. And then click next step. We'll need our 4 cm piece of ginger into the machine, just the next step. And then you put on the measuring cup and the lid of the Thermomix machine, just the next step. And then it will need to spin for there we go, it is all done. You press the next step, and then we scrape down the sides of it with a spatula. So you press the next step, and then you add your 500 grams of chicken mince. And then you put in next step, and then your 20 grams of panko breadcrumbs. If you look at the machine, it will automatically weigh it for you. So you want to press your next step, and there's an optional sriracha sauce if you want a bit of spice to your dish, but we won't be doing that today. You can add 40 grams of oyster sauce. And this will also measure for you. There we go. And then you want to put the lid back on. And then turn the speed up to 3. So now we go to the next step, and now we will have to make our meatballs. So now after moving our mixture from the Thermomix machine into a bowl, we can make it into our meatballs. You want to dampen your hands a little bit first. Grab a spoon, get out around the amount you need for a meatball, and then you just make it round. And then you want to repeat that until you have used up all of your mixture. Okay, so now I have my 15 balls, which I have just created, and I will put that aside in a large plate. Next we want to clean and dry our bowl. I have already done that. And then we insert our simmering basket into the mixing bowl. weigh into the basket 300 grams of rice. That's about 300 grams of our rice. And then you go next step. And then you would need to wash your rice with the simmering basket, but I have already done that. And then you add in 1,300 grams of water. There's 1,300 grams of water, and then we go next step. We put our simmering bowl with the rice back into our Thermomix machine. So now you have to place a bowl onto the mixing bowl lid. This should be a pretty big bowl, as it will store around approximately 300 grams of liquid. So first you want to weigh in 200 grams of water into this bowl. So it's really easy because we are using the weigh function of the Thermomix machine, and you don't need a weigh. And then with our next step, we have to put in 140 grams of oyster sauce added into this bowl, which is also really easy as it only measures the additional weight that is added. Now you want to put your big Varoma dish onto your Thermomix machine, so it will just sit right on top nicely. So next step, you want to open your Varoma dish up, and then you want to put in your sliced carrots and also your bok choy. All into the Varoma dish. And then press next step. You put on the Varoma lid. Right on top. Press your next step. And now you'll have it cooked, have it steamed for 14 minutes. See you in a bit. So 10 more seconds remaining until our steam is done. For our next step, you want to take off your vegetables. It should be nice and cooked through. And transfer it onto a plate. Our next step, we want to remove our simmering basket with our spatula, which has our rice in it. So on the back of our spatula we have a hook, and there's a gap on our simmering basket, and if we just fit the hook into the gap, we can pull out our simmering basket without burning ourselves. And then next we want to rinse and dry our mixing bowl, which is this. So for the next step, we want to use our frying pan to go cook our meatballs. Okay, so now we will start frying our meatballs using a non-stick pan, and I'm on high heat at the moment as I will heat up my oil. So you'll be simmering your meatballs for around 6 to 8 minutes at medium heat until it turns into a nice brown color. So after frying for around 6 to 8 minutes, you want to have poured in your mixture of water and oyster sauce and put your meatballs in there along with your spring onions to cook. Okay, now that we've cooked our meatballs, we want to keep our meatballs warm, and then we want to start combining our coconut rice. So now we want to put in 120 grams of our coconut milk. Next step, we'll put on the lid. Okay, and then after that, we'll need for the milk to heat up for 1 minute. Okay, now that we're done with heating up our coconut milk, we'll combine this with our reserved rice. Here's our rice, and we'll be moving it into stir and combine the rice with your coconut milk. And now you can start piecing together your dish. So now we've put in the rice. And there you have yourself a beautiful dish of chicken meatballs with coconut rice. Hi everyone, thank you all for watching today's video. If you did enjoy this video, please make sure you like, and if you want to keep watching my videos, press subscribe and hit the notifications bell so you don't miss an upload. Also, if you want to see Chinese Thermomix tutorials, click the link below, and that will be all. Thank you. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.